day 2 of the Predator WPA Men's World 10-Ball Championships, live from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in lovely Las Vegas. Our first match for you today is between Billy Thorpe and the young Karl from Estonia, the junior world champion from Puerto Rico. And with me in the booth is Jim White.
Feel like we never left. Slept here, did the match late last night, and here we are back. And I do remember this young man. His family was in the crowd in Puerto Rico, and they were over the moon. And well, he was some kind of a worthy champion, wasn't he, that junior event?
Yeah, he's very, very talented. This is experience against youth here in every sense of the word. Look, there's Billy Thorpe. Everyone knows the torpedo. The torpedo. Well, the one ball's going to drop, Jim. The game is 10-ball. It's call shot, of course. It's a race to 8 in stage 1. It's winner breaks.
And this a losers round matchup too, so they've got to win here, Mark, or it's pack your bags.
Yeah, had a really tough draw, didn't he, the young Estonian? Came up against an in-form Albin Ocean, who beat him 8-0, 8-0. And Billy Thorpe came up against a very, very talented young German guy by the name of Moritz Neuhausen. And he beat him 8-5, I think it was.
Well, that was a good open shot. He's on the 3, 4, 5 over the side pocket here. I mean, the only thing really standing in his way is the fact it's the first rack, and you know, nerves are a factor. And just slightly underhit that one. But Billy will be taking notes. You'll see his eyes following this youngster. And I'll tell you, when you're part of the old guard, and I say that with tongue-in-cheek when I say Billy Thorpe is part of the old guard, but you never want to lose to a young up-and-comer, never.
Oh, he's missed that by a little way. A lot of movement on the shot there. So Billy Thorpe then with his first chance in this match. He would have seen his good friend Sky Woodward going down last night in this very arena to Ko Ping Chung. He's known as Billy the Banker. Could be Charlie the Cutter here. He's going to slice this one up the rail.
Good shot. You can just float this in, and he's got the 6 just near the spot.
Knows his way around the table, that's for sure. A lot of experience for a relatively young guy, actually. Nice little nudge on the 8-ball.
Yeah, he's going to have to let the cue out on this one, though, Mark. Get back down table for the 9. This will be a telling shot as to how Billy Thorpe is feeling this morning. And that is well short of speed.
Well, he started this run with a very, very fine cut, and he's going to need another one here. 26-year-old. His mum will be watching this, Amanda. Good morning, Amanda, and Bill Senior. I know they watch every single match. His mum is a school bus driver. You know them big yellow buses? She drives the big yellow buses. Well, stop press. Billy's missed the bank.
He's left a lot to do for the young man. Just off straight, this long 9.
I don't mind playing the cross-side bank here, Jim, and play it with an element of safety. Call it anyway. Bring the cue ball back down towards the 10.
Yeah, when you're young, though, Mark. Young eyes, young nerves. You fired everything in the open.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Tremendous shot. What a great shot that was. Close to that side rail he was as well, Jim.
That will go a long ways to helping young Karl in this match. What a great shot on the 9.
That's just the type of shot you need to knock in, isn't it, in the first rack? Give you loads of confidence, and also tells your opponent, I'm here.
But it was Thorpe that had the first go, just under hit that 8. I know I've said it in so many matches already, but when players have been wanting in terms of position, 90% of the time they've been under hit. They just can't seem to force themselves to adapt to the way the table's playing. You really got to thump them on this table.
Well, to all my friends in Estonia, I spent 8 glorious years living in Estonia, working in radio, and owned a couple of karaoke bars there as well, Jim. They love a sing-song in Tallinn. In Estonia. They held the world record, I don't know if they still hold it, for the largest ever choir singing together at one time. 30,000 people. You're looking at me as if to say, no, you fibber. It's honest. At a place called Laula Valjak, which means Song Square in Estonian. And it's like a big outside amphitheatre where they hold all the big concerts. Michael Jackson's been there, all the big names. 30,000 people.
Yeah, never been, Mark, but...
Tere hommikust, as they say, good morning in Estonia. Nice shot there from Billy. Nice little bonus there of the 8 ball, one less to worry about.
Well, unless he wants to cut this to the opposite corner and let that cue ball run, because this doesn't guarantee position. That looks like what he's going to try, so he's going to miss all these balls.
Oh, beautiful. Slow up. Slow up.
Yeah, one of the very few times that I'll be able to say that this one was overhit. Well, what a nice strike that was.
Played it with left-hand English as well to swing it round the rails. That 2 ball, very nicely judged, and now he's perfect on the 4 ball. Failed to complete the mission last rack.
I don't mind him just taking a little extra time here, because he's going to have to thump this and draw this back, the left-hand side of the table.
Yeah, doesn't want to overhit this one. As close to straight as possible would be lovely. And he's gone twice across, played it the safe way. That's a great shot, very nice.
Yeah, playing it that way completely took the side pocket out of the equation. But he knew he had to play it at force, and you played at that speed, those pockets shrink. Well played.
He's taken these nicely, Jim. Started with that awkward 2 ball.
Yeah, this is just the sort of reply that Billy was looking for, because he really should have secured the first rack as well.
Oh, just got past it. all one-loss side matches for you this morning in this session.
And an important 10 to square it up after the first 2 racks. It's a race to 8, winner breaks. 128 players making their way to the City of Entertainment. We're about a 15-minute walk off the strip. And the Rio has rolled out the red carpet. It's a little damp, that red carpet this morning, mind you. Don't often see a lot of rain in the desert, but you definitely get a little rain today. And I see the guys walking around with the mops in behind us, so there's a few that need to look at the roof.
Here we go, rack number 3 then. We're all square. Oh, kiss the 2 off the 10. Very nice, that'll do. At least he's got a starter, and there's a lovely safety shot on here, Jim, for Billy.
Yeah, always important. Getting the ball off the break gives you a chance to maintain the initiative. Then you should be able to lock him up here, Mark. Well, young Karl, he's pretty tall, and that'll work in his favor when he brings the short cue out to jump.
It, but lacking accuracy. Going for the same area. Love to get him behind that 8 ball, and he has. I think we might be seeing the jump stick again here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a great shot. Really good shot. He had to find cover because he knew that one was going to be near the corner. But he judged that perfectly.
Yeah, concentrated fully, didn't he, on making sure he got a good cue ball there. Oh, that one was closer. It's a case of 3rd time lucky, maybe, with the short one.
Oh, Billy's bought himself the chance. But it was a good effort. Be able to follow through just slightly for that 3. Wasn't easy, but he'd like to have it over again.
He's got Fargo. I mean, I don't go much by them, but he's got a 700 Fargo, this guy. At such a young age. Good player. It's a great Fargo.
Of course, Mark referring to the Fargo rating that grades a lot of the players that play this game today.
Yeah, one of our good sponsors as well. Very heavily involved in the BCA USA Pool League rankings, of course, which the championships are going on at the very same time here. Over 320 tables in use for those national championships. Join a league anywhere around the world and you can end up in Las Vegas for these big championships every year. It's a feast on the felt, Jim, here, isn't it? First thoughts, Jim, on this young kid?
No, he looks pretty good. I think he's settling in. I mean, anything in the open, he's got a lot of confidence. But he was pretty impressive a few months ago when we did see him in Puerto Rico. But he's stepping it up with the big boys now. I mean, obviously his match against Albanosian, you can almost throw that out, because if you catch Albanosian in a mood, you just relax into your chair, because it doesn't matter who you are, he can shut you out. He's getting his chances here against Billy Thorpe. He's going to have to smash this one in if he wants to go all around the angles. 4 cushions. He's going to really have to power this. Yeah, just, he caught it too thick.
Well, a 17-year-old.
Start clock.
Yeah, caught it way thick, didn't he? So in it goes. Billy Thorpe will lead by 2 racks to 1. Race to 8.
Yeah, type of shot that Karl had there, you really just got to spin it. But
yeah, he went with lots of power, hit it way hard. Maybe lost a bit of the English as well. Jim never gave the English a chance to take either.
well, they've taken turns, in my mind, giving a rack away. Billy gave the first one away, and now Karl has returned the favor. So a 2-1 score in favor of the Torpedo. $250,000 total purse, $60,000 up front to the winner, $40,000 to the runner-up. It's just shy of what they pay us in pennies.
Well, it's a shot on the 1 here. You just want to make a ball, don't you, on the break to give yourself control of the table. He's be going for this down the corner pocket. He's wide of the mark. Now there needs this to get past that side. It's not going to. Chance to level things up. Straightforward, but he's played that. He's left himself a little bit to do here. Still expect him to make it.
Yeah, but is he going to try and get right back behind the 5 to the same pocket, or does it go to the side? Well,
Yeah,
it passes. It passes the 7 to the side. He's really got his choice here. That's a pretty good shot.
And look at that. He's got a nice angle just to stun out for the 6 as well, Jim, I believe. A little bit of a sigh from Billy there. He's underhit that one slightly. Looks very calm, doesn't he, and confident around the table. Very controlled.
Off angle to be able to get over to the other side of the table. He's got to try and drop right behind the 7. This is not easy. And he's elected to leave himself distance. There's a path, just past the 9.
All-American battle on table 2 on our other stream table with commentary. Tyler Steyer 2-1 up against Blaine Barkas. Lost the cue ball.
Yeah, he really committed to the shot mark, and positional values have been left, and now nothing more than a bank, really. But I think he's got to take this on, and it looks like he is. Cue ball will come up towards the 10. He needs to get this.
Yeah, failed on the 9 last time, and he's failed on the 9 this time as well, so this is not good for the youngster. Inverted elbow there. So another chance. I bet he didn't expect this.
He's not alone. I expected Billy to thump that 9 in.
Not quite sure what he played there. He was never gonna.
When I saw him digging into the cue ball, I thought he was going to leave himself distance.
Just take it, yeah.
Just leave it on the right-hand side of the table as we look. I mean, it's a makeable shot, this 10. It's a thin cut to the bottom right. But this is far from a gimme. Well, good shot.
Great recovery.
Very good reply.
So we're going to shoot out for a couple of minutes. We'll see you soon.
We've got a 2-minute break, gentlemen.
Great to have you back. The Rio. Welcome all these top players. Front and center right now, young man from Estonia. He's 2-2 with the Moscone Cup stalwart, Billy Thorpe.
Oh, cue ball.
Been a few unforced errors from both camps, I think it's fair to say, Mark, in this match.
Yeah, look at that 2 ball over on the other side rail with the 6 ball. Easy starter, but to what end? If there's anything he can do here, I don't think so. May not even bother making the one. Would you make the one here or get a safety? Oh, play the safety on there too then.
Yeah, I'm curious to see exactly how he sees the safety here, because he's getting right down.
Maybe back behind the 9.
Yep.
All the balls.
No, that's the play. That is the play.
Nicely played, but has he left a window? I think he might have done. It's tight. Did great with the cue ball, but just lost the 2 ball slightly.
Yeah, I think this is a gilt-edged opportunity here for young Karl. I think he can just get through to this.
Obvious problem, the 6 ball, but it's close by the 5, so could leave himself on the 5 to break out the 6 and 7 when he gets there. 3 and 4 nicely in the open, and 5.
Well, he's definitely going to have the angle on the 5. He's looking at it now. Just push the cue ball into the 7, and bump it out of the way to leave the 6 on.
Key shot then coming up right now. I'd love to just, there's a danger here though, Jim. If him catching that 7 ball full and hooking himself, he's got to be careful here.
Played it nicely. He's dead in on the 6. He just kind of raised his eyebrows there. He could have played that just a little better. Important that he commits to the shot.
He could bump into the 8 here, Jim.
Yeah, he could jack up and even just slide the cue ball between the 9 and the 8. Play the 8 to the side pocket.
Just has to make up his mind fully here and then commit 100% to what he chooses to do. Don't want to be in 2 minds on this kind of shot.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get between them, and mission accomplished. He can just knock this in. The natural path the cue ball will take will drop him on the 9. And again, he's just got an awkward angle on this 9. You can't just roll it through to get the 10 to the opposite corner. You may have to stun it and, yeah, play the 10 to the same pocket.
Just to take the lead. For the first time in the match. And another youngster, Riku Rompinen, just 80 kilometers across the water from Estonia is Finland. And Finland's Riku Rompinen is 2-0 up against Australia. Well, he's come a bit further, huh? All the way from Australia, Sullivan Clark. 2-0, the Finnish guy leads.
Well, that was a good innings, that one from Karl GNADEBERG.
He had a bit of work to do there, didn't he, Jim?
Yeah, he went through the balls well.
Our very own Tim de Ruyter is in action against Nguyen A Tuan from Vietnam. They're level at 2-2. Roman Hebler from Czech is 3-2 up on Cedric Gonzalez. And as I said earlier, Tyler Starr is 2-2 with Blaine Barkas, an all-American affair there. Back to this one. Going from the middle. Oh, nice kick on the 3. No, another kick on the 3. Thank you very much. I'll take that. That was determined to go in the 3 ball, Jim.
There's no way that 3 was going to miss going into that pocket.
There it comes. Go on, get in there. No, I'm not going in yet. Oh, yes, you are. Shot on the 1 as well. Nice little draw. Or even just stop it there. Jimmy's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, over distance, you know, you don't want to make the shot more difficult than it already is, because he needs angle to get the cue ball back up for the 4 anyway. Oh, that's a good pot.
Beautiful.
Very good pot. He even got that cue ball a little away from that side cushion. So this shot will take the white back up table for the 4.
Looking good. Oh, a little bit of a rush.
Yeah, and what's worse is he's left Billy Thorpe a chance. That wasn't easy, but he'd like to believe that he was equal to it.
There's a chance to get a 2-rack lead there. It's always nice to get a little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, get into the comfort zone. Wow.
Rush of blood there.
He must not have looked at the shot. He was probably thinking full stop, contacting the 8, and just completely took his eye off it. But
I tried watching his eyes there.
yeah,
For that pick, and they didn't stray from
no,
the 5.
they didn't, Mark. I noticed that too. And I mean, when you miss a ball that easy, 99.9% of the time, you've just taken it for granted. And that's a let off. Huge let off.
Yeah, not very convincing on the safety, but we've seen it before from the, you know, the younger guys and less experienced ones. Maybe their safety side of the game isn't as strong as the attacking side. He's overdone that as well. Has he got cover? Don't think so.
He's eyeing up the shot clock, 30-second shot clock. These players have to be very mindful of. Had a couple time fouls here already this week. You hear it wind down, the 5-second warning. And each player allowed 1 30-second extension per rack.
Yeah, that was an inexperienced shot there that he's just played. He played it with a lot of English, but played it so hard and high that it actually checked it off the rail and stopped the cue ball. Needed a much smoother stroke and slightly lower on the cue ball. Still cuttable though. Flirting with that corner pocket.
That was always going to be the danger here. He had to just slightly overcut this, keep that cue ball on the table, and he's done that. He's given himself a chance. Billy Thorpe's not enjoying this too much, I promise you.
Seems calm enough. Playing this in the corner. Oh, that was well controlled, that. Has he gone far enough? Obviously, he's down very, very quickly. He certainly has finished perfect on that. And this is going to be the 2-rack lead that we were talking about just now. It's going to be 4-2 to the young man from Estonia. In it goes. So we're going to go out for just a minute and we'll see you soon. We're back, ready. 4-2 now. The young man from Tallinn leads.
Speaking of being ready, is Billy Thorpe ready? Because he's trailing 4-2, and he's had plenty of opportunities.
Oh, well, that's a nice gift. Cue ball going straight in the side pocket. And that's the danger, breaking from the centre. If you don't catch that one ball dead square, you risk what happened just there. And what an easy starter. Ball in hand, 2 ball goes past the 5. Goes in the other pocket as well. Gone short side. We're in the desert, but it's not very warm this morning.
Oh, you can say that again.
If you was a gentleman, Jim, you'd give me your jacket. Wow. Never expected that.
Yeah, Billy Thorpe's out of sorts. There is no question about that. I mean, that would never threaten the corner pocket. He's left a 2-5 combination here. He's just off a full hit on the 2.
Nicely judged. Nice little angle on this 2. Up for the 3.
Yeah, the path that he just showed you between the 9 and the 10.
Lots of matches going on throughout this tournament, and they're all available on tv.kazoom.com. If you go there, register. You can register for a year, you can register for a week, it's up to you. I'd do the year if I was you. Good value, $99.99. Lots of great stuff coming up from Kazoom. $128 top class players started off in this event. This is a 1-loss side. Whoever loses this particular match will be going home. Last chance saloon.
Billy needs something good to happen.
Straight in the heart.
Yeah, never touched a cushion. He needs to start giving his flagging confidence a boost.
That was a good shot. Plays them well, doesn't he? He's played 2 or 3 of those in this match so far. Thin down the rail. cue ball across the table 2 or 3 times. He's going to need a little bit of left-hand spin on this cue ball to send it. Oh, he can just stop it off the rail, can't he? I didn't realise the 10 was there. Look, waiting. So this to reduce the deficit to just 1.
Yeah, and it was a rack that Karl had at his mercy too. Could have really put another nail in Billy Thorpe's coffin. He let him up off the mat though, Mark, and you know something? Billy Thorpe's way too much of a scrapper to give these unforced errors. You've got to expect he's going to come back at him here.
Yeah, a lot of experience in this kind of situation for such a young guy, really, just 26 years old. Seems like he's been around forever. Did you remember him from the Moscone Cup? He was a right cheerleader, he was. Played a big part in the team's morale, even though he wasn't in the team. The mullet's gone, but he's got a Mohican now.
Couldn't scalp a ball off the break there, though, could he?
Can he get through to this? He can.
Yeah, and it's worth having a go.
Yeah, no traffic. We're all the way down the centre of the table, so clear path for the cue ball. You can just play up and down. Oh, apart from that one ball there, the 10 ball, needed just a little bit of outside spin on it, a little bit of left. Might still be okay.
Yeah, but he can't stay for the 3.
Oh, he's trying to draw into it. Good effort. It was a little bit narrow for that, but good effort. Just digging down. Oof. Well, might be just an edge here.
Calling the extension.
There's a great match coming up for you, Jim. 2 p.m. on table 2. One of your own.
Yes, I actually saw that. Martin Daig from Quebec and Shane Van Boning. 2 players play very similar. Tall, lanky, and a lot of power. And Martin Daig he'll actually relish the opportunity to play someone like Shane.
That's live, 2 p.m. on table 2 and table 1 at 2 p.m. This very table, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, the reigning 8 and 9 ball world champion, will be up against Abdullah Al-Shamari. Oh, that's worked out very nice.
And Billy Thorpe put him back in. Thin cut on the 5.
Missed, well, he scratched off a similar shot to this earlier on. I don't think it's going to happen here, though. It's going the other way. Oh, he's missed it. Is he going to get cover? He's not. See the name Hill and Hill on his shirt there. That's a local pool room in Tallinn, Estonia. Beautiful pool room as well.
What's the population of Tallinn then?
1 point, well, of the country, the whole country is only 1.5 million. I believe it's about 800,000 in Tallinn, the capital. And it's a mix of Estonian and Russian. It's like 800 to 600,000, something like that ratio. Great medieval city. Lots of nice old town square with the old town wall. A lot of history, yeah.
We'll let the cue out here, draw this back. Yeah, the deep draw shots for Billy Thorpe they've been wanting. So that one will help him. It looks very much like it's going to get back to 4-4, so the torpedo back in the water.
Firing on all cylinders now. In he goes. So it's a race to 4. All our matches in the first stage are race to 8, and then when we get down to the final 32, it goes down to single elimination and race to 10. And our final will be on the 4th. Who's going to be in that final? One of these will leave the tournament. The loser, this is a one-loss side match. Ball in the side.
Yeah, this is a nice layout as well. A very inviting chance here for what would get Billy one rack ahead. Big window. He can just draw this over to the left-hand side. Should avail the 4, but he's going to be off angle from the 4 to the 5, so he's got to be thinking 3 shots ahead right now.
Played it well. Just hold the cue ball there for the 5.
Yeah, he did. He got that off the side cushion as well as he could have asked. Just float this in and play the long 5 into the top corner.
Great match out on table 10. Jeremy Seaman from Battle Creek in Michigan is heel-heel with Sharik Saeed, a man from Singapore.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit more like the Billy Thorpe that we're accustomed to seeing. A little quicker at the table.
He's known as the torpedo. He may just dodge a bullet here because it looked a little bit as if it was going the wrong way at 4-2. He's found some form though, Jim, as you say. Oh, nice. Sounded a bit heavy, that contact. In it goes. Takes the lead once again. He led at 1-0. He led at 2-1. Now he's leading 5-4.
Yes, Karl been spending a little extra time in that chair. I'll be curious to see if he gets the opportunity, how he handles it, because Billy has come back at him. It's 3 on the spin.
His best friend Skylar Woodward is just setting out on table 6 against Jose Alberto Delgado from Spain. Another one-loss side match. Sky beaten here in this arena last night by Ko Ping Chung.
Tough draw. You know, a testament to the quality of the field. 2 players of that stature hooking up in the first round.
4 Railer going in, and look at this on the 1 ball, Jim. This looks very sweet indeed. Four ball is a little bit awkward.
Yeah, not sure if it passes the 7 into the side pocket, but 1, 2, and 3 are all there for the taking.
Play the 4-6 if it comes to it. Pretty straight on in by the looks of it.
Well, it's going to be very telling where he leaves the cue ball on the 3.
Could drop short side.
He's got a little angle if he wants to try and just follow down. Looks like that 4 may pass the 7 into the side.
Well, it must do. Couldn't get much closer to it, that's for sure. Would have liked to have been a little bit more straight in on it.
Yeah, I thought he would have stunned it a bit if he's playing this 4 into the side, and it looks like he is. And there's pocket. This is tricky.
This is really tricky. Just catch that point, and it, oh, great effort. So beginning to pull away just at the right time.
Yeah, you feel like the alarm bells went off, and
Billy's woken up.
he is definitely woken up. And young Karl GNADEBERG, he hasn't moved out of that chair for a while. And if Billy has his wish, he'll be looking for an iron to get his pants pressed.
This is the shot he was struggling with, the draw shot. Played that pretty well though, Jim.
Yeah, he's starting to find that extra gear.
With this 10, we're going to nip out just for a very short time. We'll see you soon. Welcome back. Well, they're just having a little chat. Should we have a little listening on it?
I want to hear what the referee says. But Billy he's won 4 on the spin. And yeah, reason to smile now. He wasn't smiling about 15 minutes ago, was he?
Whole demeanour just shows you what a few racks will do. Oh, dropped his chalk.
But I do think that was a good timeout called by Karl. You know, just get out of the arena, try and break up the rhythm. It's not necessarily gamesmanship. You just want to try and change. It's like changing the cards in a card game when things are going against you. You know, anything to alter proceedings.
Well, I don't think it's worried Billy too much because it gives him a chance to talk to his fans. He's very much like Sky Woodward in that respect. You know, he loves chatting with the fans and having a laugh. There was a lovely moment yesterday. Sky had his wife and child, their little Dax, and there was a lovely moment where he went across the arena and was fist pumping with his little son. That was really nice. Don't know what they're looking at there. What are you looking at, guys?
Watching the other matches. There's matches going on around the outside.
And there's a little peek. Look, if you peek through the curtain there, we're like backstage, look, Jim, for the BCA and USA Pool League Championships going on those tables.
300 plus tables, Mark, and I think it's 3 or 4 of the convention rooms. Massive rooms, like a sea of pool tables.
I'm glad I'm not there cleaning them. I did that year 1 here, Jim. Cleaned all the balls and all the tables for the pro event here back in 2021.
You did it all. Good break. Three balls made.
Yeah, and this is to go on the hill as well. Beginning to stroke very nicely. When you think about how quick the eyes flick from one to the other, you saw a perfect picture of it there. How clever's the brain? More powerful than any other computer in the world.
Depends on whose brain we're talking about. I'll tell you what I'm impressed with is how Billy has just ramped it up a notch. You know, the urgency of finding his game, it was brought to the forefront. You have to be impressed. He is definitely in the zone right now.
He saw his opportunity and pounced.
Oh, he's been a bit unlucky. He took that cue ball into the 9 and
took the chance.
Yeah, this could be that little glimmer of hope that Karl GNADEBERG was waiting for.
2 rails in the side pocket. He's going to have another look at it. Took his extension, so he's got a little bit of time. Oh, good second prize. Great shot, well played.
Maybe first prize. Couldn't really have played that a lot better. That was fully the intention. Great kick shot, good speed.
Okay.
Tremendous shot.
Extension, please.
And the crowd in attendance wondering, just like us, Mark, what the young man's going to produce here, because he's got to come with something special.
Yeah, playing the bank into this bottom left-hand corner, I believe. Oh, the right-hand corner was it? Good effort, but well, a gilt-edged chance, a golden opportunity. Never really threatened the pocket there.
Yeah, that's the kind of look we saw from him in the early going in this match. He doesn't want to finish it that way.
Yeah, he was laughing and joking around and during the break and looked to be in a good place. Now, not so much.
Sighting low, but he'll strike high. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I mean, it looked like a straight follow through off 2 cushions back up for the 10. I've seen players sight low and then raise the striking point. That, yeah, that one surprised me.
Well, he's got away with it here, Billy Thorpe, because missing that 9 ball. In it goes.
And the hill arrives. 7-4.
Yeah, he's got the, if you look at his backhand next time, Jim, he's got the old Alex Higgins finger hanging down the cue, off the cue.
Oh, I will look at that.
Tim de Ruyter now 5-3 down against Vietnamese Nguyen and Tuan. Nicholas De Leon just setting out on his one-loss side match against Mieszko Fortunski. Lots and lots of action all available on tv.kazoom.com. And young Riku Rompinen 4-2 up now on Sullivan Clark. Surprise to me, that result, or not result, but latest score.
His last break of the match. We'll see if he can punctuate a win. Good comeback win. 4-2 he trailed at one point.
Yeah, 5 on the trot. Can he make it 6? It's in his hands.
He just quit with the stroke.
He just let up on the stroke.
Yeah, just totally quit.
Decelerated, didn't get any bite in the cue ball.
Exactly right. He was trying to draw top side of the side pocket. Just, as you said, Mark, just decelerated.
Is there another chapter? Wants it off this rail though. Oh, this is a little bit more awkward than it should have been.
Yeah, his body language and that look to the heavens tells you everything. Straight in, and he's got to get the cue ball the opposite end of the table.
Yeah, I just wonder, will he leave the longest shot here, Jim? And
no choice. No choice. He's got to leave distance.
he's digging down. Look, this increases the degree of difficulty. Well, played it about as well as he could have done. He's overdone it. Well, Billy Thorpe now nicely on this 6 ball. Could be all over. Should be all over.
The young man, you'd be able to hang around and watch some of the top players, see how they handle themselves under pressure, shot selection, mannerisms. I remember when I was young, Mark, you almost emulate a lot of the stars. And he's got so many to follow now.
Yeah, and his fellow countryman, Dennis Grabe, of course, also from Tallinn, is in the tournament. So he'll be hanging around to support him and get any little tips and golden nuggets of information he can get from him. And this will only make him stronger for the next tournament. Youngsters these days have just got so much opportunity to play against all the top guys. So this 10-ball then for a convincing, in the end, win against the youngster Karl GNADEBERG. We'll be back at 2 p.m. Jim White, thank you so much. I've been Mark White. We'll see you soon.